Good afternoon, this is Darrell Freeman. Today I'm in the cockpit with Trent Klingensmith. He's the president of Junior Achievement in Nashville and Middle Tennessee. And we've been out on the trip talking about all the great work that Junior Achievement does in Middle Tennessee. Over the past couple of years, past 18 months, they've seen about 37,000 students come through their programs to teach them about financial literacy, to talk to them about getting an education, talk to them about entrepreneurship, which is those are two of my favorite topics, and they're in the process of building in their organization a place called JA Finance Park.
That's correct.
And so, if you don't mind, Trent, to go ahead, just give us an idea of what that's about.
Yeah, JA Finance Park is a middle school, high school program. You know, we've got BizTown going on right now for our fifth graders, kind of the 101 of business, right? So we got them set up to find out who they are and that they can actually achieve things in life. So the next step is, how do we start to prepare them for making life's decisions? So Finance Park is about helping the kids understand how to manage money, understand how money flows, and how to budget their future. But it also includes a big point of helping engage kids in future careers and with future organizations, especially in our own community.
Nice. So a young person will be able to come there and find out what medical bills cost. They'll find out what life insurance costs. They'll find out what groceries cost. They'll
find out what taxes are.
Find out what taxes are. They may not want to know what taxes are.
That's right, exactly.
But they'll be able to come in and walk in it and have kind of like a real life experience financially.
No, that's exactly it. It's the best description you can give it. It is a real life experience. And what we're talking about, we talk about the game of life. Yeah, the kids will literally go through it, and they'll get a life scenario that'll make them 27 years old.
Oh, wow.
And then,
can you make me 27?
Yeah, I want to be that again, right? But they'll have to manage a budget based on the career and the education that they've had up to that point in life. And a big point of that is to help kids kind of see into the future from where they are right now. They're 14, 15 years old. They're going to have to make a lot of decisions here in the next couple of years, one of which is making sure they stay in school.
Yes.
Secondly is looking at those opportunities for future education, whether that be college or it be trade or whatever it might be. But we want kids to know that there's opportunities out there for them.
Well, that's awesome. I think when you get a chance to experience real life when you're 14 and they advance you till you're 27, you get to figure out what an education does for you.
Exactly.
And what not having an education will do for you. You get to figure out what dropping out of high school might do to you versus graduating from high school. So I think giving them a real life experience is very important, and I think it'll set them on a path of wanting to do better for themselves. And we talked earlier about the importance of education. It's been a difference maker for me in my life. I graduated from MTSU. Without that place, I don't know where I would be. We probably wouldn't be flying here at 14,000 feet.
That's right.
Today, but I think using various experiences that Junior Achievement uses will help drive home the importance of getting an education.
And that's the whole idea behind the program. And just using MTSU as an example, they're one of our sponsors for this new program, which we're totally excited about. SunTrust Foundation is our title sponsor, but we also have a number of other great sponsors in the community who've said, this is important. We need to prepare our kids for the future workforce and for future life.
Yes.
And these type of programs, being experiential, putting it in their hands, letting them taste it before they actually have to do it, is one of the best things you can do for a child. Let them see what they can be.
Yes, and so there are a lot of great educational opportunities in Nashville. with Belmont, Fisk, and TSU, and Vanderbilt, a host of other schools, and then of course, my favorite, MTSU. We've got some alums that are very involved with Junior Achievement, like Pam Wright, and we got a great CEO, Cynthia Fee, who's very involved in the community. So anything that we can do to help further the effort of kids getting a good education and putting them in a position to live the American dream, anything we can do, we will do. So I appreciate you flying along with me today. I hope to get you on the ground safely, you and Abby.
I got the utmost confidence there.
You have any questions for me as we wrap up this 25-minute trip between Chattanooga and Nashville?
Darrell, I've said this earlier. You're the example of what we want our kids to see and understand. Your history, your background is phenomenal. What you've become, what you've done with your life is amazing, and I want our kids to know that story. So that's a big part of what we do when we engage our volunteers. We try to get them to understand that. So I'd like you to just kind of give us a little overview, if you don't mind, on what was your driving force?
You know, I'll tell you what, when you grow up poor, the one thing that you don't want to be again is poor. And so, that's a driver. Also, you know, I got an education at MTSU. Neither of my parents graduated from college, so that was a difference maker for me. But also, you know, my dad was a hard worker, my mom was a hard worker, so I knew how to work hard. And so getting an education, working hard, those are two vital assets that you got to have to be successful. And then also along the way, I've had people who have helped me along the way.
Right.
And so when you bring these young people in and they see successful volunteers like a Marty Dickens or DeCosta Jenkins or Jack Bovender or Sidney McPhee, when you pair them with people like that, people like yourselves, they begin to believe they can be it. 10,000, Romeo. They begin to believe that they can do it. They believe they can be it. And so I think what you all are doing with all the volunteers that come through the program is again exposing to these young people to something they may have never seen before. Where I grew up, people took their showers when they came home from work, not before they went to work.
Right.
And that's a big difference. A lot of the folks in my community worked in foundries, et cetera, et cetera. So you're showing them some white-collar opportunities, but you're also showing them some other opportunities. That if you don't go on to get a 4-year degree, you can also go on to get a 2-year degree, or you get a plumbing certification. So all those things are valuable, but valuable lessons that you all are teaching. Right. So I'm glad to be a part of the process, and again, thank you for traveling along with me today. I think Junior Achievement's doing a great job, seeing 37,000 students in the last 12, 18 months. All that you guys do around the country, even around the world now with 100 Junior Achievements outside of the U.S.
Yeah, we got 107 offices domestically and now 100 internationally.
Wow, that's amazing.
10 million kids.
That's amazing. So again, thank you for coming to my hometown and visiting one of my favorite restaurants. And
I had a blast today, Darrell. Thank you for telling us your story.
Well,
and we couldn't be prouder to be part of this process. And we're, just so everyone knows, we're honoring Darrell this year as our Hall of Fame laureate for Nashville business. And we're
30 at 8,000. Well, thank you for saying all of that, but we should know that none of us get to where we are alone, so I've had a bunch of help along the way. But again, thank you for all the work that you all are doing, and I'm again, very appreciative to be a part of the process.
Thanks, Darrell.